So here we are, people, with some interesting news. Palworld devs signs a deal with Sony to form Palworld Entertainment and expand the IP. Oh, that's not a good idea, man. Let's just get into it. The developer of Palworld has signed a deal with Sony to form a new business called Palworld Entertainment. To capitalize on the breakout success of the video game by expanding the IP. The Japanese-based Pocket Pair announced a joint venture with Sony Music Entertainment in Japan and Antiplex to establish Palworld Entertainment for the purpose of accelerating and multi-faced or multifaceted global development of Palworld and its further expansion. I sound like a 5-year-old trying to say that. Palworld, I don't know. Kind of have to say like a Redditor a little bit. This is not a publishing deal for Palworld, the video game, or an acquisition by Sony. Rather, an attempt to make the most of the game's huge popularity for non-video game product. Oh, I see. Then dumb fuck say that. Like, it scared me for a little bit. Yeah. My bad. Okay, so, yeah, this is pretty much nothing. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, this is just like them partnering up with Sony Entertainment or whatever, like the other Sony, not the PlayStation side. This is like the entertainment side where they're talking about, oh, we're going to make like merchandise and music with Sony Entertainment. Cool. That's fine. That's A-okay. I was about to say, like, I thought Sony bought them, you know, and like thus, you know, I thought Sony was going to like buy them to compete with Pokemon with Nintendo, right? And honestly, like, that would have probably been intimidating back in the PS3 days where Sony was actually willing to compete. But now, nah, not really. If anything, them working with Sony, they'll probably try to put it on the Switch. Yeah, if I'm being honest. Like, I bet they would have tried to put it on the Switch. So, yeah, with that being said, hey, whatever Sony or like, that would have been kind of nice to have like Palworld be backed up by a big company, but maybe not if it's Microsoft or Sony. I really disagree with that, because Microsoft and Sony, they are the touch of death for anything, right? Look at the PS5 and the exclusives on there. They have that PS5 curse where people ain't buying the fucking game. Like, bruh. Sorry, but, you know, you can't be doing all that. When, like, you can't be signing deals with them that makes it only exclusive to that platform, bro. It's stupid. And then for Microsoft, look what they've done. Like, look what they've done to any, like, game or like, any franchise, any company that they put their hands on. They fuck it up. They always do. I mean, Rare, Mojang, they screwed up all of those franchises and all those companies. Right? I mean, for God's sakes, Bethesda, look at what they did with fucking, I mean, I never liked their games, to be completely honest. I never did. But if we're talking about, like, what Microsoft did with them, fucking Starfield, are you serious? I mean, I know. First off, let's just be clear here. Microsoft didn't exactly make the game, but that's not a good look that you that's the first game you make with them being in your partnership. You know what I mean? It's just it's not just not. But whatever. Let's see. And then the whole Activision thing, you know, it's like, I mean nothing really happened yet, but I kind of have a feeling that Microsoft would fuck up something sooner or later. Watch. You'll see. You'll see. So, but with that being said, though, right, if Palworld was owned by not Sony or Microsoft, but like maybe another big corporation that would still let them do what they do, but just with a bigger budget, I kind of feel like that could compete with Nintendo a little bit. Absolutely. You know, and like the fact that Pocket Pair is actually like willing to go to Sony to like make like more accessories or music or whatever with Palworld, bro. It really seems like they're going for the jugular, man. It really seems like they're really trying to compete with Pokemon. So, I mean, I hope so. I really do hope so. Like with that being said, because we need more competition. We really do. Like Yu-Gi-Oh isn't really that much of a threat to Pokemon anymore. Let's just be honest. Like at least when it comes to video games and like I mean I know that their cards are still doing well, like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but I don't know. I just don't feel like Yu-Gi-Oh was like a shadow of its former self back in the 90s and early 2000s, right? Like Yu-Gi-Oh ain't shit now, compared to Pokemon for sure. But we need another competitor to Nintendo and Pokemon. They've been sitting too comfortably with how bad the Pokemon games have been recently, right? They've been sitting too comfortably with that creature fucking collector. The whole creature collector fucking aspect. And you see like what's happening with that, right? Like, oh, we're going to make these shitty buggy Pokemon games now because why not? Ain't no one else competing with us. What are they going to do? Like, what are the customers where are they gonna go? You know? And unfortunately, that's starting to be true with Nintendo, like in every field, really. So, I know that Nintendo is the only one that owns Pokemon. I know. The Pokemon company is actually their own company. And Game Freak is actually their own company, too. They're not owned by Nintendo. But Nintendo does have the publishing rights to Pokemon. Now I don't really get into this business shit, so I don't know if Nintendo like really gets a portion. I'm sure they do, really, of like the Pokemon cards and shit like that. I'm sure they do. I don't know, but whatever. With that being said, you know, it's just like I hope there will be someone competing with Nintendo in this space as well. And a Palworld looking to expand. I'm not gonna lie. I honestly thought that they're gonna take the money from Palworld and dip. Like I thought that like Palworld, was just like a one hit wonder. They're gonna take the money and be like, all right, we're good. See you guys. Have fun with Palworld. That's what I actually thought was gonna happen. But to see them actually, try to establish like Palworld even more, that's great. That's awesome. I hope more companies try to do this. We need more Pokemon competitors, bro. We really do. Look at what Nintendo's doing. Now, to be clear, there are some other like Pokemon competitors, but they suck. They really do. They're not as convenient as Pokemon. They're not as simple as Pokemon, and they're not as good as Pokemon. Even down to the creature design. It's like they try to copy Pokemon's creature design when really, it's like that's not gonna work. But like how about Palworld? Palworld only like succeeded because they still did their own thing with it. Yes, some people could argue that they ripped off the design of Pokemon. That doesn't matter. Is there a Pokemon game where you could build and fucking shoot? No. No, there isn't. Now I swear, man, like if Palworld or anybody, like any Pokemon competitor, did like a proper action RPG with the whole fucking Pokemon concept, dude, you'll make bank. You'll make bank, bro. Oh my god. Or an MMO, God forbid. I mean, I'm not really into MMOs, I ain't gonna lie, but that would most likely like get you a lot, Now there was that shitty game that did try to make a Pokemon MMO. I forgot what it was called on the PlayStation. I forgot. And it was even on Switch. It was everywhere, but I forgot what it was called. And like I almost bought that piece of shit, but thank God that GameStop employee told me, "Hey man, just to let you know, this is an always online game. So you have to pay for online to access it." I fucking love him so much for telling me that, cuz I swear to God, if I bought the game for the PS5, I was going to buy it for the PS5 and then realized, "Oh shit, I don't have a subscription." This fucking thing is useless paperweight at this point. And you think I'm gonna go back to GameStop for $10? Fuck no. Like, I mean, maybe, because you could buy actually a decent amount of games. I don't know. I don't know. What I'm trying to say is that, like, there are competitors that try to do that, but they fucking failed miserably, and I don't understand how the hell they did. Like, really. I don't know. So what I'm trying to say, mostly, is that we need better competitors to Pokemon, overall. Anyways, that's all I have to say. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all the good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.